The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Hi there, I'm Mark Mausner of the Eagles Sports Network, and alongside me is Carson Newman swim head coach Jordan Taylor ahead of the Eagles' dual meet against the nationally ranked Wingate Bulldogs down in Wingate, North Carolina. And coach, coming off a King Invitational where your team won 32 out of 36 total events over a two-day span, could there have been a better confidence boost or a better springboard than that? How can you take what you guys learned and did from King and take that ahead into Wingate?
We started out great. I'd like to win all 36 out of 36, but we'll take where we're at right now, winning 32 and being really close on those other events. We were second in those other ones. Overall, really pleased with where the team's at, and not just our juniors and seniors, but our freshmen getting in there and scoring multiple points. Guys and girls individually and relays were super strong. Our sprint program looking good, and on the distance side and that mid-distance area scoring a lot of points. So overall, looking good. The depth is definitely there within the program, and the quality across multiple events is definitely there, as you can see with those 32 victories. But as we move now on towards Wingate, it's just a totally different challenge for us. Different meet formats, so going into a dual meet setting, it's more about now going head to head, looking at what their strengths are versus our strengths, and we got to go blow for blow. You can't just make up points on other events that we might be really strong on. It's event by event, so that'll be interesting. They're a nationally ranked program. They've been conference champions multiple times. They're always ranked inside that top 10, especially on the women's side. They're a really talented program. So it's a kind of sounding board for us. Last year was our first opportunity to race them in season, and they came here and we had a great meet. It was awesome to beat them. Our guys beat them for the first time ever in any format. So that was big for us, a big confidence boost to show where our program's come in the last 6 years, coming from nothing, a little like kind of summer swim league program to now beating some of the best teams in the country. So that was awesome. For me, it's about the race, and we want to race fast teams all year. We've set up our schedule to race a bunch of D1 schools throughout the year. Wingate, again, a very challenging program, and we want to be challenged. So we're looking forward to just the close racing. Every event is going to be super close. If we do win events, we're going to have to race hard for it. But I do want to make sure that if they're winning events, they're having to work their butt off to do that, and we're going to push them close. And so I'm just excited to see how our athletes step up to that next level. We had some easier wins, I'd say, over the weekend where we kind of were a good distance in front. Now those athletes are going to be challenged all the way to the end. Can we find that little bit extra over the last 25? And can we close a race essentially? And that's a big part of this weekend coming up against Wingate, is see how we close, because when it comes to the big meets, Tennessee Invite, Conference, Nationals, it's super close, and so a couple hundredths of a second will make a big difference, and you got to learn how to close your races to get your hand on the wall before the other person if you want to be All-American, you want to be Conference champion and stuff like that. So we're looking forward to that test, and it's coming at a good time. We're in a good place right now, coming off the blue and orange and a good King Invite, and now let's see how we do against a pretty tough opponent.
And speaking of Wingate, obviously a tough opponent in more ways than one. What specifically, though, in the pool do they do well, and what perhaps do they not do so well that maybe your team can take advantage of?
Wingate, there's hard to pick any holes with them. They're solid across the board. It'll be interesting to see how their freshmen are going to come in and match up against us. It's going to be a big part of it. Both of our teams lose some quality on the senior side as they graduate, but now who's recruited the best, essentially, who's going to come in and score some big points for that freshman side. And one of the things that Wingate do really well is their mid-distance to distance side. They have a lot of depth there. They can go out and win pretty much any dual meet in the distance side, but they not only do that, but they'll put in second, third, and fourth kind of positions. So for us, a big focus would be to make sure on those mid-distance to distance events, if we can't win them, we're definitely getting there, getting some seconds and thirds and so on, and taking away points from them that they would normally kind of sweep up pretty well. So for them, that's their big strength. For us, we come at it from a more of a sprint side. Our relays tend to be just slightly stronger, and on the sprint events, we tend to have again more depth. So last year we had a few events where we would go 1, 2, 3 on the sprint side, so we're looking for a repeat of that. And again, if they do have one guy or girl that goes on and wins a race, on the sprint side, we want to make sure that we're using our depth and going second, third, and fourth, and kind of counteracting the points that they make up there. But it's going to be blow for blow across the whole meet, so it'll be exciting to be part of that.
He's Carson Newman swim head coach Jordan Taylor ahead of the dual meet against Wingate. And Coach, thanks for the time.
Thanks.